back at the beginning of this year, Bounty Killer promised to reassess his lifestyle and behavior after a terrible 2010 for the DJ.
A year like last year. It should have been my last year, you know. But God say he have a better plan for me.
What do you mean by that?
To all I messed up, it could have been my last year.
Okay. Last year?
Yeah, last year.
2010.
Yeah.
Could have been your last year?
Those two arrests.
Yes.
Including with the previous.
Okay.
You understand? It could have been like the cup full. Turn it over. So I'm not taking it for granted. That's why I'm telling you I'm not going to mess up anymore. And I'm going to be an advocate for my peers to know that. Violence against women, please.
A promise he has made and broken in the past. But it appears Killer is not only staying true to that promise, he's heading into the Christmas season, one of the hottest names on DJ's playlist.
Who would
have thought this possible, given the troubled nature of the warlord's life and career up to the first quarter of this year? Almost 20 years of war with Beenie Man, killed by merciless in musical clash at Sting, booed and bottled at shows including Sumfest, several run-ins with the law, including 2 weeks behind bars, allegations of beating women, defections from his alliance, including Vybz Kartel, are just some of Killer's woes over the years. The warlord right now on stage. Killer, blessed sir, blessed again.
Yes, once again.
All right, Killer, how difficult was it to stay true to these promises?
Well, it wasn't difficult. Well, I'm a loyal person and I'm always true to what I believe in. And it's necessary.
Yes.
We have seen all the obstacles and the negatives.
Yes.
And it was just relevant for me to just move forward and do good. And good will follow.
Are you feeling the benefits of, quote unquote, doing good?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
I'm getting good response and good reviews, and you can hear it in the music.
Yes. Yes, because it's not just your lifestyle, it's also your career.
Yeah, definitely.
Your career is also impacted positively by by all that you've done. What are some of the things you've done, though?
The cross, anger, miserable thing, I kind of put it out the way.
Yes.
Because all the trouble I get into is always when I'm upset.
Yes.
When I'm humble, I'm always doing the right thing and making the right decision. So that was one of the main things, put that attitude aside.
How difficult was that, Killer, for things to arise, which would normally make you angry, and you hold it back, or you hold it down?
Well, when you look back on the obstacles and the negative that it got you into before, you know, you have to just keep abreast and look forward and tell you what. It's maturity, and it's not difficult to mature.
Okay.
You have to grow up. It's growth.
Okay.
Because I think if I was 25 now, it would be difficult. But when you grow up in age and you see all your achievements and the love and the support, that's the most important thing. So you put anything aside to keep that going.
And you also made peace with former foes. I think Idonia is the latest.
No, well, Idonia wasn't really one of my foes. Idonia was a member of Alliance shortly.
Okay.
He was brought to me by Cartel, and remember we did that combination from them. This we don't want to know how.
So he was just a defector.
Yeah, and then Cartel leave, and then Cartel was the one who really brought him in to the whole organization. So if Cartel said he was leaving, well, I understand why Idonia went with him. But he's never like we have a personal fear with.
And Idonia is now expressing regrets about that move.
Exactly.
And showing respect. Because you've been able, Killer, after a fallout and defection, you've been able to rekindle all your sons, so to speak. All your alliance is now back together.
Yeah, man, come and that's the whole thing of maturity. As you see, even me and Sham come back and we do a song. And it was a good look. People love that chemistry and love that togetherness vibes with me and Sham from over the years, you know?
Okay.
And as we said, now, it's the time to do music and not ego or yourself.
Yeah.
Let's please the people and let's do the music.
Yes, talk about music now. You're all over charts, you're hot again, as they say. Killer, hot again. Talk about that.
As I told you, I'm a hit man, I don't even know about hit song, you know? I just make hit songs.
Because just earlier this year, you were being called a dinosaur, old man.
Heineken, Star Time, all them knew the man I used
No, but
to.
dinosaur is really a great creature, you know? And
See?
being an old man is like a gold man, because anything grow old has to be blessed.
Yes.
Yeah.
But dinosaur would mean that you can't die.
All right.
You live forever, so Killer shall be here forever, which it appears
the dancehall, that
Killer
description could work.
Yes, I would have accepted it if I were
like
you.
it.
I would hold it. I'm a dinosaur.
All right.
You know what I mean? Because what that means is that you will always be relevant.
Yeah,
you
you're the
will
root.
always be around.
Definitely.
And think. But it seems to me, Killer, that you're poised to be the legendary bounty killer. Is that something that would be important to you? Because now you're probably the only dancehall artist, yourself and Beenie Man, who have stayed at top of the music for what, about 20 years?
Yeah.
And not fading, no fading of Bounty and Beenie anywhere in sight.
That's a great
you guys
feeling.
still on top of it, regardless of all the distraction, all the calls for you guys to step aside and so on. You're still maintaining your relevance, and as we said a while ago, Killer is hot again. Talk about the hot again. Because we see when the man them draw you tune them a party now, thing I mash up like it's 1994.
In 2003, 2004, after I dropped Get a Dictionary 2002, 2003, 2004, it was really making alliance.
Yes.
That was the making of the Busy Signal, the Mavado, the Selector Footer Hype, the Jaguar, the I Donor them time there.
Okay.
Come on to the Marshall, the Bling Dog, that was the focus them time. So I wasn't really recording. So people used to say Killer done, Killer mash up. But when an artist mash up is when he make all this effort and it still don't make sense.
Okay.
I wasn't making any extra effort. You understand? I barely even did a record. So you couldn't rule me out. I was just not active.
Okay.
So now that Alliance is out the way and I take up the ANG now, the next generation, so I have to really step out and put my foot down and say, this is my new kids. So my presence has to be felt. So I have to start putting back the boil into the career. So I start to record on a few rhythms, and I'm not recording with all the top producers or all the art rhythms. I just choose a few and it's going good. It's a workout. As I said, it's a musical exercise for me, and I never overdo my career. I never try to run the place. I always just try to stay relevant with the running of the place.
Yes.
So there's
Stay in the
an
race, so to
expectation
speak, yes.
to what next Killer can do. I never look like a peak yet.
All right, talk about Sting. Beenie Man is accusing you of betraying him. You both, he says, had a deal to do your own
never
show.
had any deal. But Beanie is a man who does say words,
Yes.
And Jamaica know this, Beanie does say things to look good. Me and Beanie never had no agreement. He made some suggestion about keeping some concert the 31st at Windalco or someplace in Newarton.
Newarton, right.
It was even making a suggestion to Elephant because me and him wasn't exchanging word at that time. Because that was in between when the feud start back.
Yes.
Lang made some statement like him trying to say Bounty and Beanie was on the show and it never make a big difference. But when you look how much years Bounty and Beanie upon the show and make all the great differences.
Yes.
You understand? And tell you
So
what.
Beanie claimed to have been offended by what Isaiah said.
Yeah, well, make him pay for it. Don't run from the clash. You already went and said Bounty go dead pan E-mix and some woolly thing pan TV and shut up your mouth and you know he's a fish and Bounty killer, the murderer. How come you attack them something there? Him have to defend it. Okay. Diamond Splash, me I go hold him for free. Me no want the money for kill nobody. I kill for fun, not funds.
Okay, so the 23rd of December.
23rd, Jamaica got my word. Just put the fish out there and scale him and gill him and kill him.
Yes, so you feel that he's not coming to Sting because
he's not coming to Sting because he doesn't want the clash.
To face you.
The song name, Shut Up. She about to say you boss up. Him now want to stand up to that song because him still can't answer.
So you're going to corner him?
We have to corner the fish and put him in a net. And me have the fish gun too. Spear him. Yeah, him too bright.
Okay, well...
After saying all these things on record, and him know Beanie has never win one round of competition with Killer, recording or live on stage. He even done a song, say, Bounty, you can't puff me chest. You remember me puff him chest already?
Yes.
And him admit it right here for CVM on stage and say, oh, him last up a follow the arrow. So, him come for record, but Bounty, when you wake up, pinch yourself, you can't puff my chest. It must say a dream. A violence, him push him on, I puff him chest again. But I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna puff him out on the stage with lyrics.
All right. So that's it then. The argument will be settled.
The argument will be settled. And tell you what now.
Yes.
The little cartoon clash where them are going with Anamicizer. A big fish me kill, not ticky. Alright? And merciless Mr. Worciless, keep rich we deal with him. Cause theme time has passed. Alright? So him is just an overage ghost. So me not see no contender for me. Me just go over there, go give the people them a splendid bounty killer performance. Dominate it.
Okay.
And then Diamond Splash, Negril, the 23rd. Yeah. Second. Cause me now go over in the 2012 I sing them foolish about Beanie and Bounty and Angel and Ray Ray. We need to put these songs to the side after this year.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a waste of energy.
Yeah, because you get some stick for that. For the songs you and Beanie been doing.
Yeah.
So some of your fans says, boy,
yeah, but them have to understand.
Yeah.
That's youthful behavior.
Yeah.
Me not go on like the grandfather killer. I'm just a legendary, but I'm a young legend. Me not old. Alright? So them have to understand.
Alright, and you're also doing GT's extravaganza.
Yeah, man, GT extravaganza, I will be there, definitely. Yeah, St. Elizabeth will get in a piece. And I think Macadam in Mandeville.
Okay.
January the 14th, I will be hosting that and performing as well.
Alright, comment for me real quick on Vybz Kartel, if you can.
Well, it's a sad situation, and to tell you what, Kartel is one of my restrained son.
Yes.
And between every Jamaican, we as ghetto youth come and pass the worst, to fall back in a situation like this, it's really tragical. And everybody must have a heart. And me and Kartel is not enemy, and Kartel is just friends that fall out, and we're not seeing eye to eye anymore, and we cannot get along, but deep in my heart there is love for Kartel.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna be a pretender. I'm going like, oh, me hate Kartel so much. No, me hate a lot of things about Kartel. But I love Kartel before I have a problem with him.
Okay.
So I think love deep down within a lot of hurt. You understand? So we just wish him all the best. And the other day I make some church people put up a word of prayer for him. And bail was granted on one of the charges the next day.
Okay.
Yeah, because we held a church
After your
service
prayer?
in the building.
After the prayer?
No, the building, Club Redeem.
Yes.
We held a church service in there because he used to have that club, and from he left, he's like, the club is just not getting along. And we decided to move Bounty Sundays to Club Redeem, and then we held a church service there one of the Sunday before we start the party.
And bless the place.
And we blessed the place, and we asked him to pray for him sincerely, and that was from the heart.
And the next day he got
granted bail on one of the charge, which is good. But we just wish all of this just never happen. Because it have a dent and dancehall. It doesn't make us look good anymore.
Oh yes. Serious
Yes,
in the music.
We just hope all of this is just crazy one misunderstanding and wrong accusation. Because if this proved to be true, it's gonna make artists look like the worst people.
Alright, a recent collaboration by Bounty Killer is causing quite a stir, especially on the internet. When we come back, right here on stage, the song, the artist, and the Bounty Killer will be live right here on stage, and they will tell us what the fallouts are as it relates to this song. When we come back.